welcome to Check Out This Guy. This is the podcast where we're going to the beach, baby. It's fucking summertime. We're here for fun in the sun. And everyone's looking really fucking cute in their swimwear. That's what we're here for. I'm Emory. My pronouns are they, she, he.
We're going to the beach. I don't remember the rest of that song. But I'm singing at the beach, and I've probably, if it's late enough, I probably took my shirt off also.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm Morg. My pronouns are they, he, and I love swimming so much.
Hell yeah. I gotta go up to Rochester for a beach day sometime. That sounds really fun.
Now everyone knows where I live.
Well, we can bleep it out.
Yeah, we can bleep it out.
I'm sure you've talked about
I'm sure I have.
Rochester
I'm sure
on
I
other
have.
podcasts.
It's one of those things where I'm like, how much have I talked about this? And also it's a big enough city where it's like, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah. I had a beach day here in Erie, Pennsylvania today, so that kicked ass.
Let me just pinpoint exactly where I am.
Yeah, let's all dox ourselves.
Maybe not.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm the third host, and I will not be doxing myself. She or he pronouns. Hey, at least one of y'all has seen me in my swimsuit and gone to the beach with me, so that's cool.
And a water park. That was fun.
I was trying to keep it vague.
Which one of you? I don't know. Shrug.
Who can say?
Yeah.
But yeah, we are we're bringing our guys, we're putting them in we're bringing out the van, we're putting them all in the van with we're strapping on the surfboard on top of the car. We're slathering up our sunscreen bodies if we don't have fur, and we're at the beach, got our sunglasses on, we're ready to fucking party.
Let's go.
Yeah, this has been a very beach-filled weekend for us.
Yes.
So true.
Which is why I was like, hey, what if we just do that, since we didn't have ideas? Not to peek behind the curtain here, but
it's fucking beach o'clock over here at the Check Out This Guy recording studio.
Probably because of where we live, we'll probably end, if you get our oh, that's not how the water is, it's probably because you live near an ocean, because Emmy and I live near lakes. So don't get your bathing suits in a twist if, we don't talk enough about those gnarly waves.
I live near a river, so it's not very beach-like. Rip to me.
I got rivers too, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I got some creeks.
Who would want to go to the beach of your guys, though? And what would they be doing at the beach?
Well, Snake Ontario lives in one of the Great Lakes. You'll never guess which one.
Yeah, I wonder. Who knows? Who fucking knows? And also, we literally had a beach ending of our last Eidolon session was Snake bringing everyone to the beach.
Yeah.
In the fucking winter, but
Yeah. December 31st.
Yeah, very cool.
Hey, Dory showed up in a bathing suit and got in the water.
Yeah.
Good for her, honestly.
She fucking beached it up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so did, the only one of, the three OCs, the three, NPCs that were there that I played, only, one of them, got fully in the water, and he wore a wetsuit, so he wasn't dying. He probably would just wear regular, like, swim trunks in summer, though. Like, he would just be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, I think he'd be the type to, like, maybe keep a t-shirt on sometimes, and then, like, if it gets, like, you know, too annoying to swim in, he'll take it off, but...
Yep.
It's Tom. I don't know if I actually said it was Tom.
No,
but,
yeah, I was going to say it was a lake, and the only people in that lake were a sea serpent and a couple of siblings.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but then it was a little bit blue off color, so I was like, let's not.
No.
Nothing bad.
Okay.
Nothing untoward.
Although Snake did try to just stay in their facade. They just were cold, so I didn't let them.
Yeah. The plan was to change eventually, but, you know, to wait for, like, a more dramatic moment, so...
And I was like, no, you're cold, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Snake is the obvious choice, but I want to, like, I want to think out, you know, I want to think more broadly. Well, Vortex comes from a planet that is mostly underwater, so she's also very, beach friendly.
How about Current Vortex, though?
Current Vortex.
Because she's a bit, like, I don't know, I mean, I assume the robot parts are waterproof, but, like, how does that interact with her, I guess? Does she sink now?
I think she's gonna have a hard time swimming when most of her is made of metal. Even the slime parts of her are, like, incorporated with, like, nanomachines, so even her slime is also metal somewhat.
So yeah, this would have to be, like, pre-cyborg.
Yeah.
Vortex, maybe. Vortex AU. I mean, it's all an AU anyway, so...
Yeah. Yeah, this is an AU where beach exists, and all their characters are gonna go there.
Yes.
Like, I'm just imagining the beach from Barbie, though.
I haven't seen it yet, so...
Oh my god!
I know. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen, Izzy. There's so many movies.
I know.
There's so many
We should watch
movies.
it Hey,
yeah.
Come to Erie, we can watch Barbie together. Or I'll go to Rochester, like I just said I would.
I think it would be really funny if you just bleeped out the towns every single time.
That's a lot of work.
I know.
I already put that I live in Erie in my Lydia Disappears bio, which got posted to, like, Instagram and shit, so it's out there. People know.
I could also see, like, I mean, even if you were, like, Current Vortex, like, I could see her, like, making a machine to make it easier to, like, swim in that body. Like, she's just like, I really want to hang out with everyone else. I'm just gonna, like, fuck around and turn myself into a boat, sort of.
Or if she just, like, she makes some, like, industrial strength floaties.
Yeah. I love that. I was actually gonna say, like, it would be kind of funny if she was just, like, riding on top of Snake, who was in snake form.
Hell yeah.
Just because I think it'd be very cute, but...
Yeah. What about Yelzoses?
I mean, since you mentioned Vortex, it makes me think of Trouble, who, like... Like, yeah, I mean, I think Trouble would just, like, go to the beach. I don't know... You know, it probably takes longer for them to dry later because they have fur, but, like, I think they still like to swim, you know?
Yeah, makes sense.
They're... Especially because I think there's, like, you know, watery places on Horus, in like the foresty parts of Horus. Like there's confirmed lakes because that's where the whole like skimming thing happens. So
yeah.
And like maybe they actually don't maybe it's not like that bad anymore because it's like they can kind of just make their body whatever. Because they're like voidy now, but like so maybe it's actually easier for them to dry off now because
they're also a lot more than voidy now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that was like I still have to like figure out the repercussions of all that before we do a third campaign. So that's trouble's in progress.
Yeah.
But what kind of bathing suit would they wear? I mean, they might just swim naked because they can just be like they're a very clothing optional creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Izzy? I guess you already mentioned Dory, but
other than wearing swimsuits, I don't think she's very much a beach person. So I'm trying to think through my stable, and the one that's most obvious would be Jolene.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, because she's an adopted orc, and orcs are big, amphibious eel people, so she would have a lot of beach experience. And that's something that we've never really explored. So I have a question about halflings.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can they do a water insulation like an otter?
Ooh. Maybe not, like, as good as an otter would, because, like, they're more based on ferrets, but, like, yeah, somewhat.
Okay. Then, yeah, she's probably a very, very aquatic then. Oddly, never really thought about that before.
You've never had to, I guess.
Uh-huh.
What kind of swimwear does Jolene got going on?
Probably naked.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Halflings are also clothing optional, so...
Yeah.
Solid choice.
I mean, also, like, tight things over fur, can be a little bit odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. That's why I consider just being like, if Trouble was wearing a bathing suit, it would be like, there's bathing suits that aren't like as tight. Like they make like tank toppy ones and then like shorts, swim shorts, you know.
Yeah. But I'm also thinking about her personality.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah. Probably Nakey for her. However, if Jolene is there, gotta keep them together, do not separate. That would also...
You mean if Gal is there? If Gal is with Jolene?
No, if Jolene is there, that means Gal has to be there.
Oh, that's what you were gonna say. Sorry. I misunderstood.
And what's Gal looking like? She's also a robot. So, well, she's a fae, so how does she do in the water?
But she has like a full-on like good remnants body.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have any issues with water.
Can she swim?
And that's what I'm trying to think about. One of the things is that she purposely does not make use of her core to reconfigure the body. She instead, manually builds things. So I think that she has just chosen not to, and, has probably set it up to where she sinks a better, like she specifically sinks really good, no air trapped inside. So just like a zero buoyancy.
Funny.
She is probably wearing a one piece that is like the least revealing thing with a little skirt and all. I don't know, it's probably just like a solid color.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe blue.
Okay. Yeah, I do want to get a few of my Grey Pollen characters in on this action. I think I think Vermin's definitely here. I think they're immediately gonna take that big surfboard off off the roof of the car, head straight for the waves, and then like promptly eat shit.
Hell yeah.
Just like tries to stand up on the board immediately. Just does the worst pratfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately like gets a nose full of seawater.
Yucky.
I think Vermin also clothing optional, probably not going with the swimsuit. Alternatively, conversely, I think Hellclaw is going for like the swim shirt and the swim shorts, just like full coverage. And Hellclaw is a cat, so probably not the most water enjoying. I think they're what is her beach activity of choice? I don't know, chasing seagulls, probably. Just antagonizing some birds, I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think my character, Frankie, from my other Eidolon game, they would be, like, the type to be like, why aren't there, why are all these, like, gothy bathing suits, like, a bit more femme, but they would probably still wear one, honestly. They would just be a little bit like, well, I gotta keep with my aesthetic. And they, I feel like there's some bathing suits that, like, almost look like they have, like, pentagram crossing in the front. I don't know how to, like...
Hey, I saw one of those today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and they would probably wear that. And, like, they'd probably also, like, honestly just wear, like, a big, like, black hat and stay, like, in the shade, because they're, like, also pale as fuck. Like, they're not, like, I had made them, like, I think I had made them Latino, but they just, like, don't go out into the sun is the thing. Yeah. It's more that than anything. They're just, like, I just don't. That's just not my thing, man. I don't know. And they probably just, like, maybe they dip their feet in the water, but I don't know if they would go, like, full on swimming. Maybe they would, like, bring some manga to read or something. Knowing them, yeah. It's funny because one of their Eidolons, because their wild card is a fishing pole, so, like...
Oh, nice.
There's another, like, version of this where, like, they could just be, like, way more into water than because of that, but it's because they have complicated relationship to fishing due to their family stuff. But yeah, so, and I guess you don't have to, like, if you're fishing, you're not swimming anyway, right? Like, usually. Unless you're, like, doing some, like, wild fly fishing shit. But, yeah, so that's what they're doing.
We should think up some beach activities and figure out who's doing what.
Yeah, I mean, you guys already had a volleyball episode, so I'm a little bit like, well,
Yeah.
who's playing volleyball?
Let's Quatra is not here, so let's not do volleyball.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Who brought a fucking grill?
Ooh.
And is grilling currently?
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a good question.
I have what could be a fun answer, but I have to introduce another character.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fun new sneak peek of one of Izzy's characters.
No, not a sneak peek. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like their swimsuit is going to be, hey, you know the big long old fashioned men's swimsuits? They're like full body things with the stripies and all.
The bathing costume with the big stripes on it.
Uh-huh.
So see that a lot with like Animal Crossing now.
Uh-huh. Honestly, I associate it a lot with like Adam's Family.
No, that too.
And I don't know if that actually showed up or not, but like this is exactly what I would expect Gomez Adams to show up to the beach in.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it's Treble's friend Hyperpop and Harmony.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And he's grilling.
Okay.
I could just imagine him grilling and like sprouting extra limbs to help him.
He probably doesn't shape change very often in public.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because he is trying to not draw very much attention to himself. Given, you know, his whole deal.
Yeah, of course.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean he might. But yeah, he's also classically a little bit of a hungry boy, so yeah, he's grilling.
Okay.
I think if he's grilling,
he has a lot of vegan options too.
I keep imagining my character, who I read them, just like trying to steal undercooked burgers before they're done. They're a bit like that.
Jolene would help him.
Oh,
What?
I was just like, have they met?
I don't think so.
I want them to meet.
But yeah, I mean, Jolene would definitely want a 2 raw burger also.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Rhythm even necessarily does want one. They're just like causing chaos.
Oh, impatient?
Yeah, and impatient.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, like, they're stopped by Blues, who just, like, picks them up and chucks them into the water. And it's like, you need to calm down. Come in the water with me. Calm down. Because I think Blues would like water. Bears like swimming, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think they would be more likely to wear... I don't know what they would wear, but they'd be more likely to wear a bathing suit, I think, than Trouble. Just for, like, fashion reasons. Because they're like, we're usually stuck in, like, uniform for the postal service, so let's, like, take this opportunity to wear something more fun.
I think, okay, here's a character we haven't heard from in a while. I think Peony, my streamer universe character, is gonna be out there in a sexy bikini, just sunbathing on a beach towel. The beach towel is so much bigger than her because she's a little mouse. and she's trying very hard not to get any sand in her cyborg bits. Because I don't think that would be good for her. And you know who's there next to her? It's Vile the sexy bat, also in a bikini, of course. How could they not?
For real, yeah. They gotta. I didn't say, like, the type of bathing suit, but I think it would be funny if, like, I don't know if, like, Tom got them, or, like, someone got them for Tom, but, like, the little bathing suit shorts he's wearing just have, like, rats all over them.
Aww. That's very cute.
And at first he's like, God damn it, but he actually really does like them.
Do either of you want to try explaining Dory's bathing suit? Because I don't know how to describe it.
It's a one piece. It was like black and white, right? And it's one of those where it's like not so much a deep V, instead rather like the top part is like split in half, hot dog style.
Yeah, it's like the deep V goes all the way past
to
the belly button.
Belly button, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, like, shows a lot of, like, between chest and, like, tummy, but, like, still has, like, her parts all covered, and it's, like, it's crossed in the back, and it's kind of, like, checkered black and white, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some ties that, sort of start in the back and then, like, wrap around a few times and crisscross and tie in the front. It's cute.
Yep. What other activities do we have going on?
Let's see. What do you do at the beach?
Well, I don't know. People build sand castles.
Hell yeah.
People bring books and, like, read at the beach. People make, like, fires, especially when it's, like, darker out. And, like, maybe after, like, the grilling's done, like, maybe they're like, oh, let's have a separate little, like, fire pit going on.
Hell yeah.
God, Gal would absolutely love making sandcastles.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Vortex is adjacent, trying to make a better sand.
No. Oh, I honestly, I was fearful that Vortex might kick over Gal's sandcastle.
No.
I'm like, no, stay away.
She's trying to be better. I like the idea that, like, Trouble isn't doing anything elaborate, but it's making it, like, bigger so that, like, smaller friends can go in it. Like Jolene could, like, go inside of it, maybe, even.
Yeah. Peony could definitely go inside.
Yeah. Just so they could, like...
I live here now.
Yeah. Because I think it would be funny.
This isn't really a beach activity, but I think it's entirely possible that Dory and Jolene start a fight club.
That's a beach, I feel like that could be a beach activity. You can just, like, throw each other into the sand or whatever.
Yeah.
There isn't anything you need to necessarily bring for it.
Yeah.
If you're just, like, wrestling, so.
They've turned this beach into a Street Fighter 2 level.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know that Vermin and Hellclaw are gonna be there. They're ready to rumble.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
This has gone in an unexpected direction.
I think, like, to make sure, like, the humans getting involved don't get, like, their shit rocked, I think, like, Trouble, like, watches and is like, oh god, nobody kill each other, please. Whereas, like, Nightcore is just, like, cheering it on the whole time. It's like, fuck yeah! And it's just like, hit him. I'm trying to think of wrestling moves. Just like, hit him with the people's elbow.
Mm-hmm. I think
Fucking throw
Hyperpop
him
is
over the
very
shoulder.
confused by this.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Do a suplex.
I just had this image in my head. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know why, but like I like the idea that like Rhythm is trying to like run over to the beach fight club ring or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then Blue's just like stops them, and like they do that like cartoon like digging their feet in the sand and just end up like digging into a hole in the ground.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, oh. And it's just like, you should wait till after we eat to do that. Or like wait a few minutes, you know.
Yeah. I think of all of mine, Dory's also the one most likely to just sit under an umbrella and read.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think Vile is getting buried in the sand, and like maybe someone is like making a mermaid sort of sculpture on top of her. Who's hanging out with Vile at the beach? Oh, it's probably Vortex. Those two are both freaks. I think they would get along.
Mm-hmm.
If Axe is there, like they would also hang out with Vile. 'cause
Yeah.
they're canonically
Hell yeah.
homies. And I like the idea. I keep like bringing all these goths to the beach. Although I guess I don't know why. I'm just
Goths can beach.
They
It's
can.
fine.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Some of my favorite people are
we've-
beach goths. You know.
We've all brought beach goths, is the thing.
Yeah.
Tom's like, I'm not a goth. And someone's like, not yet. Not yet, you're not.
I think when she's out of the water, though, Jolene is like Donald ducking it with the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyone keeping a t-shirt on so they don't get fucking burnt?
No. God.
That's just me. That's just real life Morg.
I mean, Dory is definitely having to stay under the umbrella and put on sunscreen because she is ethnically Irish.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no one else of mine needs to worry about it.
Yeah.
God, it's probably something that she got from Same's shop.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to say, you should wear them even if they are tanner, but then I was like, oh, a lot of your characters are furries and robots, so I guess you're right.
Yeah, who wants to make a human character?
I've made humans.
No one.
Listen, it's fine. I mean, even my I have, like, yeah, I guess you're right. Because a lot of my other, I guess I have some, like, tiefling character, like, my, like, characters from, like, the space road trip story, like, they would come, like, they'd probably be late, you know, and they would have, like, their own car, and they would be like, sorry, we're late, we fucking kinda had to stop for ice cream, and then we had to get a different, you know, we got lost, and they're like, but it's fine, we brought the hot dog buns. And it's like, everyone already fucking ate, but okay, thank you.
Look, we can have lunch and dinner at the beach.
But then they make up for it because they also bring s'mores equipment, so it's fine that they're late, because they brought the mallows.
Okay, like I have an idea for end of the day, but any more fun activities?
I don't know. Did anyone bring, like, floaties? And they just get, like...
Vortex definitely brought floaties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of mentioned that, even. I'm just, like, imagining, like, Vortex had brought, like, a floaty that, like, of an anime girl from Sami-san or something.
God.
Uh-huh. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know if they make those, but they knew now. They do in this world.
Of course.
Now I'm just like, huh. Because I almost made, like, not even because it's, like, it's not even necessarily my thing, but I had, like, was talking about pool toy floaty characters, and I almost made one, but I never did that.
Aw.
I know a lot of people, like, do that just for, like, fun, but some people have it as, like, a kink thing, but I was just like, who would it be? And now I'm just imagining, like, how cute, like, a little, like, ogre pool toy would be.
Yeah.
Very.
If you come up with a pool toy character, I'll do one too.
Oh gosh.
We're just gonna all obligate ourselves to doing this.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to.
No, we're here to support you.
It'd be funny if it was like a. I feel like there's a lot you could do with like a horse, like horse floaties.
God's least favorite creature.
One of those floaties with like little handles that you can ride on.
Maybe. I don't know. And like maybe they're just like just a unicorn floaty.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Might as well just go for that, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, I'm like frantically cycling through different animals in my head, trying to pick a good one. Unicorn is such a solid choice.
And they move just like fine, but like when they're in the water, they do kind of like the weird like floaty stance because I feel like you gotta at some point.
Yeah. Oh, maybe like a jellyfish.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I kind of think it would be fun to do like sort of a transparent animal because you know the floaties have that like transparent element to them. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
That'd be sick. Yeah, I love that. They're just chilling.
Yeah, I'm cementing an idea in my head. They're a bird. I don't know what type of bird. One of the ones with like the little triangular beaks. Let's see, like, and they got like ears that like the feathers do like kind of go into points like ears.
Okay, kind of like little owl tufts.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cute.
So maybe they're an owl.
Okay.
Of course, there are many types of owls. Some are funny, some are very fucking weird. But this is meant to be cute.
Okay.
But also, because they're a pool toy, they are going to be translucent, and they are going to be that purple see-through color like they used to make electronics out of.
Hell yeah.
Back in the day, like the old Game Boy Advance see-through color.
The N64 controller.
Yeah, like that purple.
Yeah. I think if anything's like see-through on my character, it'd be like their horn, maybe. But I also am like, maybe it's just pink. Maybe it's pink see-through. That's a thing. Not to copy your purple see-through. But
God bless all the people making like those transparent like shell mods for like Switch controllers and shit.
Really? Yeah, absolutely.
Doing the Lord's work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think like their secondary color is gonna be white or cream, maybe.
I think mine's gotta be kind of a gaudy, rainbowy unicorn. They're a little bit like surly about it sometimes. Because I like that. I like when like colorful characters are like, yeah, alright.
Yeah. I mean, this feels kind of obvious, but, like, I'm thinking of, like, a Thetismon color scheme for my jellyfish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very, like, purple and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I think Thetismon and Amphibimon would both love to be coming to the beach with us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, we have so many troublemakers at this beach.
Yeah.
It's okay. We have a few adults in the room, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are we ready to wind it down for the evening?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So speaking of needing adults in the room,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that, at least in media, you often see happening at the end of the day at the beach is someone brought fireworks. And those require parental supervision. So, I have a latecomer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Xenu. She's showing up with a big old crate of fireworks.
Hell yeah.
Ah!
I feel like Vermin is, like, definitely, like, holding the fireworks in their hands like you're not supposed to do. They're, like, shooting off, like, sparks in all directions.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea that Nightcore is copying the one of the explosions in the sky, and they just like make like a fun like they kind of like make themselves like look like in the sky like fireworks, because I think they can just kind of do that sometimes because they have like the light and dark powers, and they're just like
Yeah.
Yeah, Vortex is definitely shooting off some, like, light magic blasts.
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah.
Jolene and Gao are just making out.
I feel like Vile maybe has, like, set up some RGB lights and is, like, you know, maybe has, like, a speaker system or something to, like, you know, pipe in some music.
Wait. I have a suggestion on this. You've got Vile, you've got Peony, and you've got Vortex. The three of them all have RGB lights.
That's
so true.
Why is this a recurring theme for my characters? I don't even like that stuff IRL. I don't have, like, any gamer hardware.
Because rainbows are gay?
That's true. You know what? You're so right.
My keyboard does that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It just came with the computer, and I was like, yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
I have a RGB keyboard, and I immediately set it to a pale red, because, you know, that's the color to do for night vision.
That makes sense.
And I have never set it up to do anything else.
Who's driving home, you know? Like, who's piling back into the car and is just like, alright, I'll drive. Maybe.
Snake's a pretty good driver, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do not let Vermin behind the wheel.
We have one of my characters has a station wagon.
True. I just didn't know if she had brought it. I just imagined... For some reason, the van that I had mentioned in the beginning was just like what I was like, I don't know whose van this is, but it's the van. Full of people.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big van it ended up being.
Yes.
Yeah.
Might be multiple vans, you know. I mean, I guess there are multiple because there's some people that arrived late, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gal and Jolene can go off on a motorcycle.
Hot. Love that.
God.
What? It's true. Am I wrong? Motorcycle. They're just two motorcycle lesbians driving off into the sunset. That's hot.
Uh-huh.
Or I guess it's post sunset since the fireworks happened,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No. Maybe there's still a little bit of light left, you know.
Yeah.
All right. What a good day. What a good beach day.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Now I want to go to the beach. Well, I already wanted to go to the beach before we started this.
We're just rubbing it in.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what I told you earlier. Come up to Erie.
I fucking want to.
All right. What are our plugs?
You can find me somewhere. You can find me at Haunting the Morg on most places, mostly Tumblr. But also Gengar on co-host. And you can also find me on my other podcast, The Sonic Hustle, a complete and total Sonic lore podcast.
Hell yeah. I'm on For Affinity with the username Space Robot. I'm on a podcast called We Rate Queerbait, where we explore the blurry line between homie and homo. I'm on an audio drama called The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine. The Kickstarter is probably not still going on by the time you're listening to this, but at time of recording, we passed 10K. We're fucking getting there, gamers.
Yay!
Go listen to it, even if the Kickstarter has already ended, because it's a good fucking pilot. It sounds amazing, and I really want to know what happens next.
So true. I was like, I feel like you know.
I don't know anything. I haven't seen the script. I haven't seen the script for episode 2.
Uh-huh.
I know like a little bit about Kuro's backstory, but I genuinely have no clue what's going on.
I didn't realize only the pilot was recorded for some reason.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to record more episodes until they can pay the actors and editors.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm saying I didn't think this through when I said that.
So, hosting from an undisclosed location with no social media, it's your girl, it's Izzy. You can find me on the Discord in the show notes. We have some fun little like streams that we do on Mondays and Fridays. We just started watching a fucking Pretty Cure.
Hell yeah. Fresh Precure. It's pretty silly so far. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm enjoying the show as much as the company and our reactions to it, but it's very fun.
Fun.
Yeah. Also, this podcast is part of the Noisepace.xyz podcast network. Check out those other shows, and while you're checking that out, also check out the show's social media, which is at Check Out This Guy on any of the ones that we think matter.
Mostly Tumblr. I'm gonna be honest.
That's the only one that matters to me.
It does exist on co-host and Blue Sky, but the one that's the most up to date is the Tumblr, and it's behind again, but only by like an episode, so it's fine.
Oh,
okay.
So I personally yesterday started going through and reading the Tumblr entries because I realized that they have blurbs about every episode that are different from the ones in the podcatcher.
Wow, imagine taking time to write a blurb. Couldn't be me. I just kind of stopped doing it.
Well, it's mostly when I'm like, oh, I know what happens in this, or I do like a summary of stuff. That's partially why I try to listen to like the ones that I'm not on, and also because I want to hear you guys. But
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Yeah.
I want to
right.
contribute something to this podcast.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Is that everything?
Yes.
No, there's one last thing.
Oh.
I challenge you to a beach off.
Oh.
Shit.
You're gonna beach me off?
Yes.
Come on, go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Oh, well, Morg,
Morg,
you
watch
don't
Barbie.
know.
Thanks, listeners. Well, you can beach us off.
Yeah, Greta Gerwig lets you know right away that these Kens do have homoerotic tension.
Gotcha.
She just puts it right up front.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Greta Gerwig. Anyway.
Yeah, shut off this podcast and go watch Barbie if you haven't.
Damn it.
Sure.
It made me cry.
All right, later.
All right. Bye.